Welcome back to my channel. It's Pirate Gearly. So on my thrifting journeys, I've always thought about the history and the previous owners of the objects. When I go thrifting, I mostly have trinkets and like jewelry. In that, I thought it'd be really cool to design characters around them and make them more fantastical. So instead of just drawing like the owners of the jewelry, I would make the jewelry itself into characters. So I recently went to a huge thrift store and bought so much stuff. In the video, we will do a locket, a small necklace, and a ring. I hope this becomes a series, so I suggest you like and subscribe to see more. Alright, let's get right into it. This is my golden locket. The swirls in detail, along with the specific gold, remind me so much of French Rococo style. Dude, I saw French Rococo in the Philadelphia Museum of Art. It is so gorgeous. So this girl was going to be extravagant and very fancy, almost fancy enough to get beheaded by French revolutionaries. So the pink reference is normal pre-revolution French fashion, and the other is an adaptation of this. It keeps some of the silhouette while cutting down the skirt, and so for that, the character, I wanted her to have darker skin to contrast with so many light tones, and I thought it would go better with the gold to have her have tanner skin. So I tried to adapt the top of the pink dress and combine it with the other reference, along with adding extravagant and slightly needless detail. I tried to vary the types of yellow and get some contrast, in which I think my shading helped, but I wish I wish I contrasted it slightly more and added a bit more detail. So, and I have free will, so I went back and I added much more detail to really get that extravagant feeling. I ended up on this, like going back into it, I did the rose pattern that eventually you'll see in the video. So I'm really proud of that because I don't normally do patterns on characters. So, her finished design is elegant and regal, while perhaps having some sly secrets. I just really love the vibe I got for her, especially with like all the detail and all the stuff hanging off her and how she's kind of like twirling in gold. I think like it's incredibly cool. And her silhouette, like this is the one that's like the most, I think, finished of the ones that I have because the other two turned out like kind of sketchy. But I really like the silhouette of the dress that I got because I think it's an excellent adaptation of normal pre-revolution stuff from France, and then also putting my own spin on it, especially with the swirls in the actual locket. So getting straight into it, moving on to the next one, this detail necklace is actually what sparked the video idea. The little swirly flowers, actually, I originally wanted to make it into like a background headdress, and they just look so cool. And so I was way more particular about this silhouette than the other ones, but that's kind of why it ended up really sketchy at the end, because I was just trying to keep my vision in mind. I played with the hat silhouettes for a bit before I landed on that. I landed on it being a flat flower, like a halo around the head. This one also has a similar color palette. Oh my god. It has a simple color palette, which goes with the simplicity of the necklace. I really like that I put in, like, the pearl colors as well, because I think it's so pretty. This is my favorite, actually. By the way, this is my favorite one that I did. I also didn't use the references nearly as heavily because I had such, like, a sturdy idea for this one. Also, I gave them a cane and slight heterochromia because I think it's really fucking cool. Like, look at them! They're just so awesome! Like, I love the way that their eyes turned out. And the colors are so cohesive that it feels like it could actually become a real character, and I'll probably redraw them in the future. Alright, so the next one is my ring. This one was kind of the hardest, because I didn't have a concept beforehand. The other two, I at least had some idea of their silhouette and what I wanted, but this one kind of got really complicated. I originally thought that I could do, like, a mask that had all the intricate carvings, kind of like just turning the ring into a mask, but I couldn't make it contrast with a full, detailed face. Writing the script now, I kind of feel like I should have just put a veil on the face, and it would have, like, been fine. Oops. Anyway, since I started the face and the tones I was feeling, it started off pretty color heavy. I tried to incorporate the leaves and the swirls into the designs. into the design, and the ring itself had like a green-yellow tinge, so I tried to fit that in her corset later, and her eyes. You can see in the sketches I kept trying to add armor or making it more metal. Besides the overall unplannedness, I do really love how I rendered the gold, specifically on her chest, on her neck. Like, I put so much time into that, which I'm glad I did, especially since it's like one of the more sloppy ones, and I do love her hair. Her hair does slay very hard. Um, so also with the hair, I love the gold detail that I did. It's like, it's so nice. Also, I love the corset. Also, I'm watching the video, you could just see me, this is where I was like doing all the armor stuff, where it was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I make it look like the ring? So and I went with the purple because it does contrast very much with green. So I thought, hey, yeah. And also you can kind of see I kept a lot of the references from the other one, just because I didn't know what I was doing for this one. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad because I do like the colors, and I think eventually what I do with everything is pretty good. But hey, if you want to see more videos in the future, don't forget to like and subscribe, since it tells the algorithm. People want to see me more. Also, I see all of your comments. They're so fun to me. Please never hesitate to leave one. I will be doing more of this in the future. Also, a fun thing, if you got it this far in the video, try and give them names, because they don't have names right now, and I don't know what to call them. So thank you. See you in the next one.